Hello and welcome back to Polished Lifting. Today's video features the upcoming Scofflaw Nail Varnish Tiki Collection Part 2. First up is Aloha Felicia. It's a peachy lavender base with golden flakes, a soft glowing lavender, and shadowy purple sparkles. I'm going to try to make a point of sharing the Scofflaw labels with you all because she puts so much effort into all of her collections. Next up is Hula Hips of Heaven. This is a striking orchid purple jelly base with a glitter mix of grape purple, white peach cream, gray, and lavender. This one is Chocolate Piranha. It starts with a brown shimmer base packed with matte glitters in various shades of yellow, lime, lavender, metallic sand gold glitter, and sea green micro-fleck. Next we have Hung Like a Seahorse. This is an aqua jelly with a seafoam mix of glitters in various silvers, blues, and greens. This cheerful color is Berried Treasure. This is an electric cherry berry scattered hollow base swimming with metallic magenta shreds and a green to gold highlight effect. Finally, we have One Flew Over the Tiki Nest. This is a rich palm frond green base with copper shimmer and flecks. It features a glitter mix of caramel, pink, magenta orange, and berry, and finished off with an iridescent lavender highlight. We're going to kick things off with swatches of Aloha Felicia. This one is fairly light, but I think you might be able to achieve full coverage with 2 coats. I ended up needing a third just because my bright lights amplify my visible nail line. It's also a bit awkward to paint my nails at this angle, so I have a bit less control than I usually would. This dries down smooth, but you should always add a top coat for longevity. My swatches show 3 coats for full coverage. I really enjoyed the shimmer in this color, and I think it would be a fun alternative to the typical neutral cream polish. Next up is Hula Hips of Heaven. This is such a striking shade of orchid. The formula is nice, as are all other Scofflaw colors. For this and all other glitter-heavy polishes, I tend to start with a light first coat and a slightly thicker second coat. The first coat adds the right amount of coverage to build off of, while the second coat is usually enough for full coverage. I found this application technique offers nice coverage without being too thick. Glitter tends to dry slightly lumpy regardless of the brand, so I recommend using a thicker top coat to seal this mani. My swatches show 2 coats for full coverage. Next is Hung Like a Seahorse. I'm a huge fan of Scofflaw's glitter crellies, so I'm overjoyed that there are so many in this collection. The application is much like Hula Hips of Heaven. I start with a thin first coat and follow up with a thicker second coat. To top it all off, I use a thick top coat, in this case Posh, for a smooth finish. If you don't have a thick top coat, you can always apply 2 layers of top coat to smooth things out. My swatches show 2 coats for full coverage. I really love the blue, green, teal, aqua color family and wish more brands would offer these colors. The mixture of glitter in this aqua base is just perfect. This one is Berried Treasure. I love the color overall and think the shimmer and metallic flecks are just lovely. It has more of a shimmer base, so there's no need to pay any special attention to the application. I use 2 coats for full coverage. As you can see, this one dries down just fine. I often won't mention how things dry because modern nail polish brands and seasoned indie nail polish makers know how to make a proper formula. I only run into formula issues maybe a few times a year out of hundreds of colors. This is why I only mention formula when it becomes an issue. Next we have Chocolate Piranha. I really love brown polish, especially those darker, almost vampy colors. This one really toes the line between dark and light with a cheerful assortment of glitter. This has the same application as all of the other glitter polish in this collection. I start with a thin first coat and follow up with a thicker second coat. My swatches show 2 coats for full coverage. Finally, we have One Flew Over the Tiki Nest. I am head over heels in love with this color. The rich green base is beautiful on its own, but the contrasting glitter and shimmer really makes this shade interesting. The first coat is rather opaque, and the second coat makes it perfectly opaque. My swatches show 2 coats for full coverage. The Scofflaw Nail Varnish Tiki collection launches on Friday, February 15th at 7 p.m. Central. You can find additional swatches and launch info in the corresponding blog post linked below. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you really liked it, maybe tell a friend.